those hipsters, I wanna dance.
I said, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop talking to me. Don't stop giving me things.
Hello guys and welcome back to the F1 2016 career mode. So today we are back here in Monaco, and look at this background. It really is the best motorhome, I should say. There's the harbour ahead, and it is pretty brilliant, you know. Very good size, you know. Anyways, we're here in Monaco in one of my weakest tracks. Getting our laptop, we're leading in the rivalry at the moment, and we're in a very good driver position, but you can all change in the qualifying very easily. So, and I'm just gonna do the practice, gonna get some resource points, and we're gonna upgrade possibly the chassis or the downforce. We'll see, I'll decide that. So yeah, let's just go now into practice. So there we go, into the practice session. We've done completely very nicely the tire acclimatization test. We'll take a little bit was there the cicada we just crossed into practice one, and that's gonna be our practice station. We have failed to complete a single lap in the qualifying pace test. He was already slow, but to see that cross again in the practice one, I just took that a little bit earlier there. I turned it very badly, and then I just did brake as much as possible. We just lost it. That's how it is. Retire for the station. And yeah, that has been qualifying, practice one for Monaco. Hope this doesn't happen in the race, but I'm just gonna go with that.
An
you know.
Interesting practice session there.
Let's go back in the motorhome.
Let's remind ourselves of the top three, who are.
So we've taken the resource points we needed to upgrade the engine. So we are going to upgrade the engine at the moment. We're gonna, I think it's gonna be a good upgrade. We're not gonna take Toro Rosso just yet, but I think it's the best possible upgrade to do. So I'm going to upgrade the engine, and there you go. And I think until Spain it's going to be okay. But you know, you're all gonna be asking why don't upgrade the downforce now that you're in downforce track. So I think I'm doing it a little bit different, you know. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but we'll see. I think it's gonna be very good, but in the end I think we're gonna have some good engines for German, Great Britain Grand Prix, Italy, Monza, you know, Spa, all those tracks. I think we're gonna be very strong, but we'll have to think also for downforce. That's a very good main thing to see. But let's go to qualifying.
We are at one of the most difficult circuits on the racing calendar. Welcome to Monaco for today's Formula One qualifying. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
No matter how good a driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
So here we are into qualifying of the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm just gonna show you my fastest lap, and you know, not the whole fastest lap. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you that. I'm gonna play a little bit with a setup, but until now, see you in the lap. Last sectors there of the lap, we go very aggressive there. We are already improving by 1 point something seconds from my previous fastest lap. We go very smoothly. I think this lap was very good in order to get us in a good position, and it's going to be P15, but we have to wait and see where we end up. And it's P17, and it is actually ridiculous that we could really have been in P14. One more set of ultra soft and we could have done it, but we've also lost on our teammate, we've also lost on our team objective. Just very bad.
Motor racing has come a long way since the first Grand Prix of the early 20th century. We have faster cars, bigger circuits, highly trained drivers who've dedicated their lives to racing. But still, we return here. Still, it remains the most desired victory in Formula One. Still, we race the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. And as the drivers start thinking about getting a good start and how on earth to get through Saint-Devote in one piece, I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, if we might be seeing a safety car or two today.
Well, you wouldn't exactly bet against it, would you? Statistically, it is pretty common, of course. About 80% of all Monaco Grand Prix will have at least one safety car. And that's despite the incredible work of the marshals around here, who you'll often see lifting cars out of the way just under the yellow flag conditions. The teams will always plan for the worst case scenario though, and they'll be making sure various caution periods are built into their strategy models for the race.
No heroics into Saint-Devote, please. We're in amongst the pack and just need to stay in one piece.
Okay, we'll stay in one piece, but anyways, here we are on the start of the Monaco Grand Prix. We're gonna just hold the clutch, release the clutch right here. It's a pretty good start. We already overtake our teammate and Daniel Pitt. Arianda gets up to a very good start. We're gonna, oh my goodness me, he broke the very early, and Perez almost spun me out there, but we go side by side with Kimi Räikkönen, who's down into P11. Not the best thing to see from the Iceman. Oh, we bumped him there. We're gonna try and possibly get him down inside, but no, we must the car, and there's a huge cross there, and we're out of the Monaco Grand Prix. We tried to get Räikkönen around the outside. He brakes too early. They try to go down the inside. Oh, that was so close. If you see this from a better angle, look at this. Look. I can't do it in slow motion for some weird reason. I don't even know why. But it's just like centimeters off there. Just for some centimeters, we lost out on that. And we've lost our way, and we're out of the Monaco Grand Prix. That's so like, oh my god, last time we won, and now we're out of Monaco.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, lots of drivers impressed me here today, Crofty, but I'd say the one who impressed me the most was Esteban Gutierrez.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes move to the top of the table. There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
Just not what we wanted and not what we needed. I knew that we wouldn't have been the points so easily. It's not even that. We have retired from the Grand Prix, like first retirement in the season. And once again, I keep the tradition of not being good in circuit tracks for some weird reason. But anyways, of course, I'm not going to leave you like that. I'm not going to leave you with an 8-minute video. Gonna go into Canada, do our practice, do our qualifying, give our best shots to just forget that Monaco Grand Prix. So let's go to Canada.
Hey, good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
Well, I should be surprised to have my upgrade so early. Just like no races have passed, because they haven't, apparently. But a plus 8 B8 speeder and a stronger engine. So, good way to start the Canadian weekend here in, what is it? Oh my god, I forgot the, Montreal. So yeah, let's just enter the laptop. Of course, we're losing the rivalry once again, which is not very good. But we could do some upgrades. We could do the fuel efficiency, but still we don't have resource points for now. So we should wait possibly for... I think we should wait, maybe not here. Maybe in the next races, not in Azerbaijan, maybe in the next races. So we've gone into practice for anyone wondering, and look at this. Would you believe it? After a retirement, it is absolutely perfect. The perfect practice session is here. Perfect track acclimatization test. Perfect tire management test. Just a green in the last lap. And qualifying pace, we've actually done it. We have exceeded the target. And estimated qualifying position, it is 7th. Yes, you've heard it right. 7th. So we should be very good for it. Like we should be very good here in Canada, as things seem. So now let's just go into qualifying and hope we can be in 7th place, as the computer says.
Hello and welcome from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the Canadian Grand Prix, for today's qualifying session. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
So here we are, guys, qualifying session of the Canadian Grand Prix, second qualifying session of this episode. So I've just got the wings just a little bit down for the straight, but not something pretty significantly changed in the setup. So yeah, let's just start the setup. Of course, as always, I'm gonna show you the third sector of my qualifying lap. So let's just pretty much get into it and hope that we could be able to qualify in this 7th position. It would be absolutely brilliant to see that. There you go. There is my qualifying lap. We're already improved. Oh my goodness me, so badly there. Caught is why didn't you invalidated the lap? Oh my god, that was such a big cut. Sorry guys for that, but I'm still learning the game, for anyone wondering. I'm not as fast as I should have been, but yeah, I'm still learning the game, for anyone wondering. It's just my like 5th race or something, 6th race. So I'm going out through the last chicane, through the wall of champions there, side with the wall of champions. And now coming across the line, it is going to be 1.7 seconds off pole, but it's 3rd in place, and the team objective is done. Great to see that. And yeah, as always, the other cars have improved, and we're down into P17. I don't know what to say. Every single time I seem very happy, and then when I see the results, I'm like, shit, like, oh my goodness me, I'm just done. I'm just literally done. Would you like to see 29 out of 30 and 30 out of 30 for Kevin Magnussen? We have lost our rivalry. I just don't know how to explain that. Just, if we would have been faster in the first and the second sector, then everything would be much better. But who does even care about sectors? You have to be faster in over a lap time, and I've done it. Like, this sometimes I just don't understand this game. But anyways, let's hear what the agent has to say.
Guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
So we have to qualify 15th or higher. We have to finish the race 15th or higher, beat Kevin Magnussen, and stay in 16th place in the driver's standing. So let's try and do that.
Canada has a true love affair with Formula One. The grandstands here are always packed to capacity. It's a country that has given us the likes of Gilles and Jacques Villeneuve, the thrilling Grand Prix of '79, of '98, and of course 2011. They love their motorsport in Montreal, and we absolutely love coming here. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. It's a favourite for fans and drivers alike then here in Canada. We're used to seeing the unexpected happen here, and with me today to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who knows firsthand the surprises that can pop up in this race.
I do indeed. I had a good chance at some points here in 2007, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. My old colleague Takuma Sato, though, he managed to finish 6th, so the team took home 3 valuable points, and that was a big boost to everyone at the time. I'm not sure I can think of anywhere else that so consistently provides the kind of late race excitement we get here. Obviously, towards the end of the Grand Prix, the brakes are getting worn, maybe the weather situation has changed, so there's a lot to keep fighting for all the way up to that final corner.
You're lower on the grid than we wanted. See to it that we improve throughout the race.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, and Rosberg, Hülkenberg, Massa, Bottas, and Sergio Perez. Alonso, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Gutierrez, Button, Grosjean, Renault, and Pascal Wehrlein, Ericsson, and Magnussen. Felipe Nasser and Rio Haryanto completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are, guys, on the grid of the Canadian Grand Prix, starting from P17. So not what the team wanted from me, not what I really wanted, but we're ahead of our teammates, so the team strategy is like this. So we're starting on the soft and put the ultra soft for some weird reason. This is like a very good strategy to me, you know. Could I put the ultra soft in the start just to be more aggressive? I think no, I cannot change it apparently. For some weird reason I just cannot change it. Brilliant, the same mistakes as last year for Codemasters, but anyways, this is gonna be our strategy, guys, and it's like a very good strategy to me, you know. Starting on the softs, I don't have to use the super soft, which is a good thing to see. So what the fuck did I just do? I just started the third stint. How did it? Okay, I deleted it. But this is gonna be a strategy. It looks a very good strategy, anyways. So I guess that's a good strategy to see. So let's go now into the track, start the formation lap, and hope for a good start. Firstly, we have to do the formation lap as always. Actually, don't get bored of the formation lap. It's a very fun thing to see, you know. You have to get the temperatures up, the brakes, have to get the temperature as always, and yeah, pretty fun to do the formation lap. So we have just formed up for the grid, and it's now going to be 5 lights, and we are off, and a very good launching there as we pass the Grosjean, and now Fiat goes very slow. We try to go down the inside of him. We had to brake there in order to not make contact. Almost made contact with Esteban Gutierrez, but I'm gonna try and get him around the outside there. He gets us. We're still on the outside line, which is very good there. Gonna shift down to 4th gear, and that's it. We're up into P30, and Sainz there very badly there. Make contact with Alonso, and at the same time he hit the wall, so that didn't help him here, and we're gonna go down the inside of him. Up into P12 we go, and now next up ahead of us is Fernando Alonso and Perez for the points, which is a good start. Perez now is having a battle with the top leaders, and now they are going very slow, and now I'm gonna take advantage of that. I pass Perez, Bottas, now Vettel, and possibly even down the inside of Felipe Massa. We run just a little bit wide because I didn't press the brakes too much, but we are up into P8. Is Bottas gonna try to get us? But I'm gonna stay on the inside line, no messing around there with Bottas. Into P8. We're still in P8, and Vettel is now into P7 for anyone wondering. And Vettel, according to the team radio, his front wing is knocked, so he should be slower, but Perez is trying to attack us there. Very optimistic there by Perez, the move. He gets down this side, he cuts completely the corner. And that slowed him down there. We're back into P8, so they have a battle with Perez, looks like. Vettel is now trying to overtake me after we got him into the pit stop phase. And there he is. Oh. What about pit stop phase? What am I talking about? We haven't had a pit stop, guys. I'm not going to try to complain you. We are now having a pit stop into lap 13, 23. I can't even talk today. So we got Vettel after he made a pit stop, then he overtook us, and now we're into the pits for our set of ultra soft. So now it's time to attack, time to gain as many positions as we can, time to set the fastest lap, just drive as fast as possible. That's what we need to do. But firstly, we have to exit ahead Esteban Gutierrez and Pascal Werner. That's a very positive thing there. Ahead of Pascal Werner, and Sainz gets stuck behind him. Is that Fernando Alonso? It is Fernando Alonso indeed, and he has an engine problem apparently, as he goes very slow, and that's gonna give us points, and we're into P10. We were very close to Massa. I literally feel the car like it is flowing. Oh, slight contact there with Massa, and very close to him indeed, close to his gearbox, down the inside into P9. So the car is just literally flying. I feel like a Ferrari at the moment, or a Mercedes. The Mercedes of Rosberg is trying to overtake me as we overtake him into the pit stops, and it's the last lap into the last chicane now. Rosberg is gonna get the defensive line. We're going to go into the racing line, and we're gonna get Rosberg, and that's an awesome battle into the last turns, and that's gonna give us P7 for the Canadian Grand Prix. What an awesome race that was. Brilliant pace in the end. We lost it, of course, in the last laps after pushing the tires so much, but in the end it's P7 for the Canadian Grand Prix.
Brilliant stuff from Mercedes today. That's another historic win. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix.
I don't really know what to say. It's just being an amazing race. The pace in the softs wasn't the best, wasn't the greatest, but we managed to defend from some of the top runners like Vettel, and then Rosberg actually pitted and we overtook him, and then we were on the ultra soft and we had an absolutely amazing pace.
Now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. It's a good result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson.
We all know
who
that
would
it
you
is
go
going
for?
to maybe.
I'm going to go for Marcus Ericsson.
What the?
He's clearly got a very delicate
Marcus
touch,
Eric.
close proximity
Okay,
to other cars.
he started
He's improved a
19th.
lot over
He
the
is
past few
8th.
seasons,
I have to give it to
well
him.
today.
On to the
Amazing
constructors
performance by
then.
Marcus
Another team
Ericsson,
that
I just
excelled
have to
today
admit.
was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So I have to admit, Marcus Ericsson has done an awesome job in order to be the driver of the day, but as the car is improving, we're not gonna be drivers of the day and stuff like this. This is for the rookies, you know. We're getting better and better, faster and faster. Now an awesome race for the team. P7 it is. More brilliant points to give to Renault. Just we really need those performances in order to praise the team president and our agent and the other teams that we have a good competitive, and we have the talent and actually to be in a fast car, which is going to be Renault. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna win the championship with Renault at some point. But now the driver standings stand like this. We are 10th in the driver standings, and we have actually my target from now on for the driver standings as Nico Rosberg, you know, Kimi Raikkonen, Hamilton, the Red Bulls, all those cars are getting away. I believe that our target should be P7, because I just don't see the Williams scoring a lot of points for now. So I think P7 will be very ideal, as my teammate still hasn't scored any points at all. He needs to get into the points. He just doesn't seem very comfortable with the car in that first part of the season. But I think we can overtake Jenson Button and Nico Hulkenberg at some point, and of course Valtteri Bottas in order to be in P7. So in the constructor standings, it's literally the same thing as the last time. We're P7, but I think if we upgrade the car enough in order to be competitive and Kevin gets some points, we could be in the battle to be the fourth fastest team in you know, the whole constructor standings. But that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. Follow Twitter and Instagram. Ask me anything you want to ask FM. See you tomorrow for the next video, which is going to be another double episode. You're gonna see why. You never know, it could be a double race. But now, see you tomorrow. Goodbye.